Hello everyone. Today I am with Deep Day, another winner of the International Essay Writing Competition on Monomosmi's platform. Well, to tell you a bit about Deep, he is in the fourth year of his MBBS from Mednipur Medical College and Hospital, West Bengal, and he has a long list of hobbies which includes reading books, writing poems, and short stories on science and reality, gardening, designing, painting, and participation in online and offline quiz or article writing competitions. That's a fairly long list of hobbies to have, and I find a lot of similarity in hobbies with you since I also write poems and I read them. So it's nice to have a fellow who has same taste. I welcome you, and it's very nice to have you on this interview.
Thank you.
So, since you are a medical student and in your fourth year, how did
Yes,
you find monomousumi, and how did your writing passion increase?
actually, it start from 2011 when I passed my higher secondary examination, and then I've interested in astrophysics and astronomy. So, as a medical student, it is very hard to find a different field to research or to read articles beside my studies and my books or subject. But it is from inside interest which helped me to study different topics, and some seniors also encourage me, some friends also encourage me. I find the opportunity from internet. Moreover, it is very hard for me for writing any papers for magazine, and I tried much more time, but unfortunately I failed. Monomousumi platform is very good platform for any junior writers. I find it 18th November, 5 days before submitting the writing paper, and it's midnight 2 a.m. It's midnight when I saw that the topic, and I begin to write, and 2 days I submit the article, and the topic was Albert Einstein, because I follow him so much for his theory of relativity. I studies the books, and Mr. Michio Kaku, the scientist, I follow him. So I know about her lifestyle and sorry, his lifestyle and his research paper thesis, and I wrote this. His movies I also saw.
Okay, so science met literature somewhere, and you finally got an opportunity to write about your inspiration in a way and your favorite scientist. So you got
Yes.
that opportunity and wrote. And that's
Hmm.
something good. You really remember the date when you found this
Yeah.
platform. That's really interesting. So I read in your bio that you aim to research on space medicine. This is
Yes.
something that I personally have never heard. What is space? Kindly explain.
Yes. Actually, space medicine is the subject I create, that topic. I think the medicine which used in Earth is depending on the gravity of Earth, or if it is used in any planet, this should be depend on the gravity, because our body mechanism or blood pressure or heart rate, heartbeat, anything else depending on the gravity. So I suppose that if gravity support the medicine, then if in zero gravity, the mechanism of the action of medicine should be changed. So I create the term that maybe something should be space medicine which can be used for the astronauts in zero gravity, or they lived in the International Space Station. And I first used this term in front of my seniors in my first year of MBBS college. They asked what you want to be do. I tell that I want to do research on space medicine, and they also be surprised. What is this?
Seriously. Okay. Okay. This is not the first time you have been asked this question. I thought this is a term, and I am the person who does not know about it. So good. Even your seniors did not know about it. So that's really good. So, since you have a very creative idea and a very creative view of seeing things and utilizing it in a scientific way, so how do you find a balance between science and literature?
Actually, literature comes from love. When I was fall in love, I start to write a love story and love poems. Okay, so then it diluted and begin a new journey of science, because responsibility when comes, our thinking should be
It
changed.
changes, but then it's good. You started with love poems, and now it has converted into science fiction stories and interesting ideas. And at least it like had
Yes.
a benefit for you. It got the writer out of you, so that's good in a way. Since I'm talking about your science journey and your writing journey, what or is there someone who is an inspiration behind your writing journey apart from
Actually,
apart
huh,
from your love poems?
acha, writing journey means one day I come to my house from Howrah station. So there some bookstores are there. So I saw a book, The Theory of Everything, written by Mr. Hawking. So I went there and saw the book. It is covered, and I don't open. Then in the train, I just thinking about that. What is mean by theory of everything? It is starting or ending, or the between point of starting and ending of the universe. I don't know about the book. I don't know about the theory which is written there, but I just thinking that. At last I come to the point, what is the time, actual definition of time? I thought that what is the actual definition of time? It is denote the starting point of universe, or it is denote the ending point of the universe, how it is created, it is physical dimension, or any result of mode over dimension, or why don't the universe have any unique dimension? Why 2D, 3D, 4D, 5D? Because when we create some balance in any kind of dimension, there should be a unique dimension. Then I start my journey to learn about this. Many research paper I read and went some results.
So time dimension that you talked about, I studied science till class 12. I did
Hmm.
not go beyond that, but I am a literature student, and there is a writer called Virginia Woolf, and
Achha.
she talked something about this time fluidity. In her
Hmm.
novels, she uses different methods of writing, and she uses different time spaces because she believed that time is fluid. There is no definition of time, and you cannot define it like
Hmm.
past, present, and future. So she
Hmm.
uses that mechanism, and when you were talking about it, I was really recalling her novels and her like thoughts. So it was kind of similar, and it was really nice because you were thinking about it from a scientific perspective, and she wrote it from a literature perspective. So somewhere there is a similarity, whether you are a science student or a literature student, somewhere the ideas do merge. So that was really nice. So since you have talked about science, so is there any favorite book that you have in literature, or it's just only the science books?
No, actually, I don't study more literature books. I wrote poems and stories which belong to a society, but I study science books. Actually, MBBS I got 2017, but before 2011 I took admission in chemistry honors. Then I studied dairy technology. Hmm. Then I studied for homeopathy. So in this course, I studied more science books, and then interest come to me that in food, or in chemistry, in radioactivity, or in from homeopathy. At least I got MBBS. It was a long journey of 7 years, but these years don't was for me because I studied more books and gained more knowledge from different field.
This was a year at least that you utilized. You gained more knowledge and you got a chance to explore your writing also. Then definitely 2020
Yeah,
has been a benefit or a blessing in disguise for you. So,
thank you.
since you are writing also and you're studying, so what is your preferred time of writing? Do you write in the morning or do you write at the night time?
Night time.
Okay, so you are a night owl. You wake till
Yes,
at late at night. So since you
yes.
are a science student, you have to. It's like for taken as granted that you will wake till 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. at night, and then you'll start writing. So why do you find it's good to write at the night time? Why do you like don't write in the morning? Any reason?
Actually, creativity comes at night. I think when every creator slows down, my creativity is active.
Why am I laughing is because this is exactly what I feel like, and this is exactly the way I would have put that words. Because I find my creativity when the world is like sleeping, my brain starts working. So I also find much more active and like, good ideas at night. So I totally agree with you that at night time the creativity wakes up. I don't know why, but at night time it does. So, since one of
Yes.
your hobby was reading poems or writing poetry, have you ever read any poet?
I wrote many love letters, starting with poetry, and I don't took my any poem in front of me because street writer you can say. I was street writer. Instant stories I can write or instant poetry.
Have you read any poem, whether like of a poet that has stuck with you, whether it be Bengali or English or Hindi, anything? Do you like
No,
a
no,
poet?
I wrote poet in Bengali. I wrote poet in Bengali only.
So, do you have a favorite poet in Bengali, like whom you have read and found very good?
Yeah, I like Rabindranath Tagore's poet.
He is definitely the god of the Bengalis, and he has to be the number one in the list of reading and writing things. So I agree totally.
Hmm.
Since you are a student yet now, so you read a lot of books. So what is your preferred form of reading a book? An e-book or an audio book, or you prefer the paperback version?
Actually, I preferred paper book. From ebook, I have some problem from phone.
I
So,
agree.
but some ebooks are also, but ebooks have also good contents. So I note down these topics and then study.
Okay, so what is the hardest time or hardest thing to write while you are writing an article? What did you find the hardest to write?
Topic or
Matter in the topic, anything that you found very difficult to write on?
it is the topic of review, past history and review, and it is very difficult to think about the uh, adverse effect of the topic. Many topics have many adverse effect also. Many scientific invention have adverse effect also, which can create for in future. So it was the hardest part for me when I write. How can it affect or it harm people? It was any scientific invention or if it was any normal article or story, it is the emotional case. How it create an emotional case to a human.
Let me ask you something. How would you define success for yourself?
I think I have hardworking. I am hardworking and I can wait for achieve my goal. And I don't think time is wasting. I think everyone can utilize their time for gaining and I start my achievement from 0 point.
Do you have any messages for a future contestant or participant who wants to, enter the field of creative writing and participate in these article writing competitions?
Yes, I want to say them, do your best, what you have, don't copy from internet. And every thinking has a value. Maybe it not published or maybe it can't be win, but there is a chance. If there is zero chance, then it can be possible to 100%.
On that note, I really like to thank you for taking out your time and talking to us. It was lovely talking to you and listening to your ideas, especially about space medicine. It's
Thank you.
really intrigued me. Really, it did. Thank you so much. It was lovely talking to you.
Thank you.